Right, now we're going to convert the curves into a mesh. I'm not sure how many extrudes I told you to do in the last tutorial, but really it's a matter of preference, because you can make the geometry as complex or as simple as you want. And also, I think, I'm not sure if the resolution is the same in this one, but generally put both the U and the V resolution fairly oops, fairly low, because I think I did mention that you wanted it to be fairly basic, because we're just making it into a mesh right now. So, come out of edit mode by pressing tab, and now we're in object mode, and you can see that that part does need to be more complex compared to this, because there's not an awful lot of movement that will go along around the eye socket as such. But still, I think that's got a bit too much geometry in it for what we want. So I'm just going to lower the U and V resolution values slightly. Yeah, that's a bit better. No, that's good. No, it's too little. Maybe 2 more. Yeah, that's a bit better. So you want a kind of even feel, because the complexity will be really added when you're doing your editing, and obviously if you're going to put a subsurf on it, subsurf modifier. Alright, as I said, let's convert this into a mesh. So we're already in object mode. All you have to do is press Control C. Oh, Control C, Alt C, sorry, and this will come up, and it will convert your nerve surface to a mesh, as it says, and boom, we no longer have a nerve surface. We've got a nice sturdy polygonal mesh. So what we're going to do now is we're actually going to connect these two up. And again, the reason why I used nerves to create this is because it's kind of fiddly if you're going to create a complex type of plane like this. So we're going to use something very useful. We're going to create edges and faces by you can just go to Edit, Edges, Make Edge Face, but I prefer to just use the F as the shortcut. So let's connect up these. It's as I said, it's a good idea to, I think in the polygonal fundamentals or something, I mentioned that it's good to stick to quads, and that's a good idea for this model that we're doing at the moment. So what you do is you select 4 vertices, then press, oh, that's strange, it shouldn't be concave at all. There we go. And what we're doing is, you might get some fairly ugly geometry, so you're going to have to do a little bit of tweaking. But that will be changed when we sort out all the faces that we've just been making. So that's okay, a bit ugly. You might want to do a bit of tweaking just to sort most of that out, well, as best you can, I suppose. Just rotating and moving. That's alright. Anyway, the geometry we just made is pretty barren. So let's select, let's go into Edge Select mode, Control Tab, Edges, and select these edges from end to end. Oh, we can use Box Select, I suppose. Because it's we're going to be subdividing this from end to end to make it a bit more detailed. We're not going to get any discrepancies like some triangular faces, because it's just straight vertice to vertice. You're not affecting other geometry that's superfluous. Like if I was to subdivide that, you see we've got some nasty triangular faces that pop up, but since we're doing it end to end like this, we get a nice straight line, well, a line or a loop. Okay, so let's think about how many subdivisions we want to do. I'd say we should just really keep up with these vertices here, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4 subdivisions. So press W to subdivide, and then subdivide multi, 4 cuts, and that's okay. We better do a bit of messing about with the vertices here. And you've got to think that this part's going to be the nose, so we do need, maybe you might even put an extra edge loop around there later on. And that's not looking too bad. It's all fairly well, clean. You see, we're getting a kind of face mask going here. Try to keep the edges down here lined up with oh, I've missed it quite badly, the Z-axis. I'm not sure if you can see. Oh no, it's okay, it's there. Just so when we flip the face over and when we're doing the head, it's symmetrical. Now we've done that, what we can do is we can start. I've already started a little bit of evening out of the eyebrow area here. We're going to create the brow on the forehead by just doing some simple edge extrusion. So let's get onto that when we've sorted out the geometry of this mask. That's looking okay, I guess. You can tweak it as much as you want. Even this up a bit. Okay, edge select mode, and yeah, I think that'll be okay. We might want to add an extra extrusion along there. Yeah, in a while, not now though. So just get your edges up here selected, press E to extrude, right click to cancel it, and you just move the extruded edges up. And you can go along the way and you can kind of tweak it out a bit. And do the same. Extrude, right click, whoops, I'll press Z for, doesn't matter, grab Z. And you do the tweaking again. You might want to create an extra subdivision along here. Oops. There we go. Might even want to put another one in a while. It's all a matter of preference. If you're not comfortable with a particular piece of geometry, just alter it. You can always come back to it. Just save regularly, and you can go over it again. That's something that could be frustrating if you find that you're struggling with one particular piece of geometry. Sometimes you feel you don't want to go back to it, but you should really keep at it, because it will click in the end. And we're nearly finished the head now. That's looking alright. Geometry doesn't have to be particularly dense around here, because there's not much movement that goes on around this part of the head. Almost to the crown, I think. Extrude. You can just extrude along the Z-axis if you don't want to grab it. Alright. It's looking a bit like an alien, actually. Let's move those down a bit. As the reference images they're not law. You shouldn't have just trying to abide by them exactly right. Just general outline will be fine. That's alright, and that's the easy bit out of the way. Now we've got the rather monotonous part of sculpting our mesh into a semblance of Bob's face in the next tutorial.